Hi everybody, John from No Joke NHL, and I'm going to wrap up the Eastern Conference series by doing the last two in one report here. I'm not going to wager on either one of these series. I really don't like the numbers where they are right now. New Jersey versus Florida. New Jersey opened up at about minus 160, minus 160, 165. They've been bet up to minus 200. And so, again, I'm not going to lay anything on that. And the Rangers-Ottawa series is currently Rangers minus 230 versus the Ottawa Senators. And so first I'm going to talk about New Jersey and Florida. Like I said, this opened at 165, and I would probably, I definitely had New Jersey as the favorite here, even though they are the 6th seed and traveling to Florida, who has home ice advantage here. But, New Jersey closed the season much better than Florida. I think they have a little more talent than Florida, especially in net. I like Scott Clemenson and Jose Theodore, but I really don't see either one of those goaltenders taking me to the promised land for Florida, who has basically surprised all season. I mean, they win the Southeast Division. I had them picked preseason to be one of the worst teams in the East, and here they come out and win the Southeast Division, get the 3 seed, and are hosting a playoff series. So congrats to them for the regular season they've put together. But they didn't close very well. Over the last 40 games, they went 17-23. The last 30, 14-16, 8-12 their last 20, and a dismal 2-8 the final 10 games of the season, where the term backed into this playoff spot certainly fits them here. They had a chance to clinch the division against the Capitals and faltered and do so, and then the Capitals went on the road at New York Rangers, final game of the season, beat the Rangers to actually force Florida to win 4-1 against the Canes to seal up this 3rd seed, in which the Capitals could have jumped from where they are up to 3rd. So Florida held on to that, but you can see that they certainly are not playing with any type of momentum coming into this series. New Jersey, on the other hand, closed out 25-15 for their final 40, 18-12 their final 30, 13-7 last 20, and 7-3 their final 10. So I certainly see where the momentum in the wagering is all over New Jersey here, because they're playing the better hockey right now. They have the more quality stars, I believe, and they certainly have the experience to advance in this series, and I kind of like them to advance here. But again, like I said, at minus 200, just not something I'm going to jump into here with all the confidence, especially with Florida holding home ice. That being said, Florida at plus 180 or plus 170 doesn't really get my blood flowing either to be jumping on them, especially with the dismal way they closed out the season. So I like New Jersey to advance here, but again, I'm not going to make any plays. I'm just going to wait first couple of games of the series, see how this is going, see if I can detect a pattern here, worth wagering, and then jump in with some individual wagers as this goes on, but no series plays for me here. For New York and Ottawa, again, I mean, you have to like the New York Rangers. They're minus 225, 230 favorites here. Ottawa is dangerous. They do have some weapons. Jason Spezza, Carlson, top scoring defenseman, so they can certainly put the puck in the net. I think the goaltending is going to dictate this series, and anybody with half of a mind would have to say that Henrik Lundqvist is hands down the top goaltender in this series. Anderson, while he's played well and brought Ottawa into the playoffs, give him a chance to compete in this second season, but when you stack him up against Lundqvist, hands down you have to go with Lundqvist. And the Rangers have other weapons. Marian Gaborik just lights out this last month of the season, really putting it together. One of the quickest shots in the whole game. So I really like the Rangers to advance here, but again, I'm not going to bite at that high price. I think this is going to be competitive. Ottawa has played with them, including a meltdown type victory where Rangers led 4-1 against them, and they came back and forced an overtime and won 5-4 in a shootout. Ottawa did in New York earlier this season. So I believe Ottawa can play with them, but I'm not going to bite at Ottawa here. They're not a quality playoff team. One of the lower qualifying teams in this championship. So I look for New York to advance to the second round as well as New Jersey. So that wraps up the Eastern Conference. I'm getting excited for the puck drop. Can't wait, and tell your friends, No Joke NHL, and I will be back soon. Peace.